Hello, welcome back to Space Engineers. In today's video, we'll hear another warfighter, because when I saw it on the Steam Workshop and like one of the comments state on the Steam Workshop page itself, this ship does not look like it's a vanilla design due to how clean and how sleek this overall ship is. So this thing that I'm currently driving is called the H-007 Owl, which is this lovely thing over here. So yes, zooming away here, this is what it looks like from a distance. In fact, we'll look all the way straight down at it. Look at that, it's so incredibly clean all the way over this thing that yes, it does not actually look like it's a vanilla design. It looks very heavily modded, or at least what heavily modded ships used to look like many years ago. But no, it's entirely vanilla, and it comes with amsoak thrusters, flat amsoak thrusters to be precise. We've got Gatling guns, top mount camera, and then all the basics you need to actually fly around with this thing. So pressing F10 to find this in spawn menu, the 007 Owl is 370 spore blocks using a couple of the DLC packs. We see here some important information about this ship, saying it's a small general-purpose battery-powered amsoak vehicle. It's got 2 Gatling guns, which we already talked about, 2 Gatling gun turrets, and it has a survival kit built into it to allow you to respawn yourself on your adventure. There's this PC right there being 1950. So go give this thing a thumbs up, move around towards the very front, have a quick look around the outside, so go and play around for a bit, drive around, then maybe just finish it off by trying to assault that Space Riot headquarters in the distance. And we're hiding all of that. Here we are for the very front of the H-007 Owl, and this is what we get. So right at the very front, what we've got and what we're currently driving around in is the flush cockpit that you can get from subscribing to Keen's newsletter. Above that is your top mount camera to get a good view of what's going on ahead of you. Then down to here on the left and right hand side we see both our turrets and of course our static Gatling guns. On the other side, there we go, we see we've got some lovely light grey blocks. They're just sitting on top of those dark grey blocks to make it a nice little contrast between the side and the middle. Across to here, there's your turrets. Over in this section, there we go, we've got some regular amsoak thrusters to help slow this thing down. Over to there, we then got a bunch of flat ones to make it look nice and fancy from above and below. Then across over here and round towards the very back, there we got one large amsoak thruster to boost us around with some lovely armoured panels just slanted slightly out to give it a nice little tail fin. Moving all the way up and looking down, there we go, we see all our flat amsoak thrusters with a little plate on top of them to make it look all nice and neat. Into there we then see the top of our survival kit, so we can just reach through here, reach through these bars, and recharge ourselves up. Then towards the front there we go, nice sort of the grey armoured panels, once again on top of the dark steel blocks. But yes, at the front there's our camera, there's our cockpit, which is currently reflecting the Skybox, which while we can't really see from up here, but there will be a link to its description below if you do wish to download and check it out yourself. Moving all the way down underneath this thing, there we go, we then got ourselves a slanted floodlight, there's a radar spotlight right there. All the way across here, here's your connected docker up with 3 magnetic plates to land yourself down on. But then after that, it's just some steel blocks, a little bit of yellow here and there, and we've got some more amsoak thrusters at the back here to boost ourselves along. Looking at our hull, there we go, getting a bit closer in fact, and the light turned on, and there we are for the bottom of this thing. And that is a very brief look around the outside of the H-007 Owl, and looks bloody fantastic how it's been sub. It's such a simplistic ship overall, but the way the creators use the armoured panels, using the light grey and the dark grey, and that little strip of yellow really breaks it all up, really helps that overall compact, flush, and sleek design that we're going for. In fact, that little strip of yellow right down the back there really does match the Gatling gun right here, the Gatling gun turrets, that little yellow on the end of the barrel. Yes, that's that for the outside. Grab a hold my character, bring up the HUD, these are the only controls we get, so it's a very simple ship. When no one's going for your Gatling guns to fire them both together. There we go. Number 2 for your top mounted camera, so you get a good view of what's going on all around you, and of course to precisely aim your guns. Then we've got number 3, number 4 for your turrets on the side to change what they're targeting. By default, they are on default. I set them to weapons because that's what I like. You also got number 5 for your beacon, so you can always find this thing if you do somehow get separated from the ship. And then number 8 for your connector below this thing to lock and lock it, to connect up, recharge up the batteries, and of course to load it up with ammunition that you're gonna very much need. And as for that, that's pretty much it for the controls. Now it's time to fly this thing around to see how it handles. So moving forwards, here we go. So surprisingly, it's not the fastest thing in the world, but we are only boosted around by that single thruster at the back there. But coming to a stop, feels roughly balanced compared to moving forwards, moving left, and moving right were a lot slower than forwards and backwards, still very respectable at the end of the day. Moving down can be gravity based, then moving up, a nice little speed with that. In fact, that feels like the fastest thing out of everything on this ship. That's to be expected because it is 4 versus 1. And of course, for gyroscope controls in the camera view, here we come all around. And there we are, so we're not going to have any issues with this when trying to aim at your targets. And it does feel very nice. It's got a slight hint away there, so it's not too overly responsive. which is what I personally like when it comes to small fighters. But as for that, that's pretty much it for the outside, how it feels, the controls and all of that. So now it's time to go back to that space pirate headquarters, which I did attack in several videos beforehand, as you can see from the signals being blue over there. And while we're going to go shoot them up and see how well this goes. If not, we're just going to blow up instantly, and that'll be that for this video. So here we are, we're now outside the space pirate district headquarters, ready to give it another go, and we'll get blown up instantly. But first of all, here's a designated ship from a video that I did not too long ago, which was used to guide some rockets from my base, which should be still sitting in the distance. I can just go and shoot that, and we'll just send it down to the ground, where it can finally just rest in peace, rather than just hovering here, minding its own business. And there we go, it's now falling down to the ground. That's been put out of its misery, and now it's time for me to go to the space pirate headquarters to actually finish off this video. First of all, making sure the turrets are targeted weapons, yes they are. Now it's time to do a little drive-by to see how well this goes. So we're going to go straight over the top like so, and just let the weapons do their thing, let the turrets do their thing. We're going to go this side, so hopefully they can go for the rocket turrets first of all. Hopefully the rocket turrets won't just pummel straight into me. Here we come. And there we go, the guns are now engaged. There's a lot of gunfire coming from that, there's a lot of rocket launchers. Oh god, they just instantly shredded straight into me. And there goes the cockpit, we're now going to come down to the ground. And that was roughly what I expected, but I'm not going to end it there, no I'm not. I'm now going to come back over to here. And while they're distracted by the rest of the ship, we're going to get back into this. And away we go once again. There they are, there's all the guns. And I'm going to start shooting into them. Can I get this thing disabled? I'm not too sure. We're going upside down now. There we go, front flip. Where am I? Looks like we are close to the ground. Can I still get out of the way? Might be able to. We lost our thruster at the back there, but oh, it looks like we do have a small one that was sneakily hidden away there. I did miss one around the outside. But no, we're now going to fly away. Turning away there so we can actually try and save that thruster. There we go, the guns are still engaging. All the rockets are now coming across to me. And that's a narrow miss with that. But no, that's enough of me messing around with this thing. It's a fantastic little ship to use in your world. It's a fantastic looking ship, an absolute fantastic job by the creator, giving its very overall, very clean and sleek look. And there'll be a link to its description below to which you download and play around with it yourself, which I highly recommend you doing, because it is just a fun little ship to play around with. So yes, like I said, there'll be a link to its description below, as well as the links to Skybox currently using. I'll be back with another video some point soon. Bye bye.